This aircraft runs entirely on biofuel, obtained from old frying oil. Scientists found out during emissions tests that it's a double win for the climate. But let's start from the beginning. A visit to the gas station in Madrid. Here, customers can hand in fat from deep fat fryers in return for gas vouchers. What used to be a waste product is now a valuable raw material for the company. The used oil is collected and shipped to Cartagena, to a brand new refinery which produces more sustainable fuels.
There are two reactors. They convert components from leftover cooking oil into the same components that we have in petroleum-based fuels. Chemically, the end product is exactly the same.
Only a few months after opening, the plant is already operating at full capacity.
Today alone, we produced 8 cubic meters every hour. That's 8,000 litres of sustainable kerosene an hour.
Running out of frying oil is not a likely scenario for the time being. The manufacturers say there's huge potential in collection points like these.
Everyone needs to recognise the importance of collecting household cooking oil. Today, only 5% of it is collected. But it can have a second life as a renewable fuel.
Just a few kilometres from the gas station at Madrid airport, fuel from the new refinery is already in use. Tests show that kerosene derived from cooking oil works well in the engines. By 2030, Iberia wants to fuel 10% of its fleet with the new kerosene, an ambitious target.
A study showed the huge potential for developing a sustainable fuel industry, especially in Spain. It's strategically important for us to make aviation cleaner because, looking at our country, we're at the edge of Europe and we have many islands that we need to connect to the mainland.
The more sustainable kerosene, made from chip fat for example, still costs a good 3 times as much. However, prices should fall with increased supply. A new refinery is being built in Andalusia, turning even more waste into fuel. It will be the largest of its kind in Europe.
We process vegetable oils, as well as animal fats and waste from the agricultural and food industries.
Incidentally, the largest investor in this plant is from Abu Dhabi, better known of course for its oil business. It seems they too see a profitable future in sustainable fuels. Another driving force behind the development is the EU. It stipulates that aircraft must be fueled with 2% sustainable aviation fuel, 6% by 2030, and by 2050, that figure should rise to 70%. In this lab south of Madrid, the fuel company Repsol is researching which raw materials other than crude oil could be used for aviation.
If trees have to be cut down, for example, we can use all the material left on the ground and convert it into renewable fuels.
Frying oil, though, is tried and tested. And waste oil from many a churros stand already makes its way to the recycling plant. The German Aerospace Centre has researched the environmental effect of the fuel. Using a research aircraft, the experts examined exhaust fumes from larger commercial aircraft. The first fueled conventionally. The second fueled entirely with the new alternative fuel, made from leftover cooking oil, for example.
We were able to show that sustainable aviation fuels have led to lower soot particle emissions. This reduces ice crystals in condensation trails, and that reduces warming.
Fewer contrails, less greenhouse effect.